Test, test, test. Hello from the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse, home of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals, as they get set to host the St. Louis Lady Archers. And in the nightcap, it'll be the two men's teams from either college squaring off on this Wednesday afternoon, quickly turning evening time here in the Parkland. Jared Pettis, Glenn Berry, Taylor LeBrier, our entire crew. Glad you're with us here on the Parkland Sports Leader or online at KFMOsports.com with KFMO Sports Plus, your home for MAC Athletics in the Parkland. And Glenn, this is a little bit different look, Lady Cardinal bunch. They actually have a couple of a different lineup, and Amia Moore is making the start today, her first start of the season. I'm glad to see her get a starting role against a struggling St. Louis team.
Yeah, I think so, and I think she won that starting role by doing some great things off the bench in the last couple of games. She's come into some situations where Mac was getting out rebounded, kind of pushed around a bit. I think a couple of teams like Three Rivers came in here and State Fair came in here and decided they were going to do their best to shut down Ashley Baragas, and if they could do that, they could dominate the boards. Really, State Fair did a great job of doing that early on until she got loose. And Amia Moore came in off the bench and picked up some big rebounds in situations where they really needed it. And I think she's earned that starting role by the things she's done coming off the bench, and it's good to see her in the lineup.
She has worked hard, and that, like you have mentioned, is why she was inserted into a starting role. And I don't mind getting her in there, especially with a team in St. Louis that's 0-23. Why not tonight shake up something and see if you can find something that maybe you hadn't found yet in the season?
Yeah, you never know. You may find something, like you said, that you haven't seen before, and you're looking at a team that's struggling on the opposite side, that's had some roster changes, some people that have left. So there's not much going on as far as their roster goes, and you kind of get the idea they're going through the motions to get to the end of the year, just trying to get all the way to the end, maybe try to win one game so they can feel, like they've accomplished something at this point. But, get some of your players out there and let them play a little bit more. Let them do a little bit more and maybe get them some confidence that might come through during, tournament time at the end of the season.
It's the Kevin Ball Auto Body pregame show here on KFMO and KFMO Sports Plus. When we come back, we'll hear from the Lady Cardinal head coach, Carrie Shepard. She has some interesting comments about tonight's game, and they got a different way of game planning for this one. You'll hear that in our coach conversation coming up after this break on the Parkland Sports Leader. To the Kevin Ball Auto Body pregame show by the head coach of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals, Carrie Shepard. 17-7 on the season, trying to get back into the win column tonight after a tough one against State Fair on Saturday. Here we are on Wednesday, and you get St. Louis Community College, and you don't want to ever overlook an opponent, Coach, but is this maybe a good game where you can get some players' confidence?
It is. I think every game is a great opportunity for people to step in, get their groove back, get their mojo back, because you just never know when the opportunity is going to present itself. But this is going to be a great game. You'll see a lot of different lineups tonight, just to test some things that we kind of want to look at for future. We want to see how certain players have developed and how certain players play with other players. So it's a great game to test some things out. But my standard of what we do still hasn't changed. Ultimate urgency, defense. It's not going to be like any other night. I'm going to be screaming just like I do any other night.
Is it important for the players to stick to the basics and stick to the game plan against a team that is struggling like St. Louis has struggled this year?
Yeah, I think this is a perfect – like if I was a college scout, this would be a game that I would want to watch because I want to see how you are when things aren't going your way, or if you're playing a team that's not the number 3 team in the country. How do you get up to play somebody that's not up to par or to what you're used to? I'm a big believer, even as a player. My dad, Chuck, used to tell me if you're going to be a killer all the time. So if we're going to chase greatness, we got to be great all the time. That comes with being disciplined. So it's a great game for us to practice on being disciplined and consistent the entire time.
Where is the team at in your perspective? I know you always say the team can get better, and of course, after that fourth quarter against State Fair, we saw it as broadcasters. The team is not where you want them to be.
Yeah.
But how close are they to getting back to where you want them to be, or getting up to where you want them to be?
I think right now they're getting better at figuring out who they need to be for this team, and I think there is just a light bulb falling off their heads like, oh, I just have to be myself. Yes, but the best version. If you come in giving me 50%, like a 50% Presley doesn't help us win games. We need 100% Presley, and I think some of them are starting to realize that, and they're starting to value their role more on the team. But it's things like that, like I expect you to be your 100% self. With effort, and things that we ask of you. So I think we're not where we need to be as a team, but individually, the quicker that they get that light bulb goes off for them like that, we'll be grooving for sure.
Obviously, your first year of coaching as the head coach in the role here at Mineral Area College, and there's only 6 games left if you count tonight, and only 3 home games left if you count tonight. How quickly has this first year gone by for you?
Man, let me tell you something. It's crazy. It went by so fast. I feel like we just played Vincennes yesterday. And then I'm like, pause. Wait a minute. We played this team how many times? What's our record? We got how many games left? It flew. It really flew by. Like I told him from the beginning, though, like it flies by, but one day at a time. And before you know it, here we are, February. And February this week is already zooming. But again, it just makes you grateful though to live in the moment, be present, be where your feet are. And I think that's important right now for us, too. Like, don't get ahead of ourselves. We're not looking at next week. We're not looking at the region tournament. You got to handle your business right now. Let that take care of itself.
And when you get this far into the season and see where things are at, has the team handled that well? The rough stretch that they're in, have they handled that well to your expectations and trying to stay focused on that next game ahead?
I think some of them are. Right now, one thing that they've always been hearing is we're right there. And then I told them, no, I'm going to rephrase. I'm going to tell you what the real translation of that is. It's not good enough. So don't start feeling sorry for yourselves, because I'm not looking around saying I wish we had so-and-so and so-and-so. No, my expectations are the same. So I think they're starting to adapt my mentality, and you'll see it in spurts, but we got to be consistent with that and want that. You should want to win, regardless of who you're playing. You should want to play your best. You never know who's watching, or you never know when it's going to be your last game. So I think that's been a big eye opener for us as well. It's like you never know when it's your last game, so take advantage of the day that you have ahead.
And being that this game is against St. Louis Community College and it's a home game, are they comfortable with tonight's, I guess, maybe quote-unquote added pressure with it being Farmington Nights night here as well, and maybe a little bit bigger crowd than we saw on Saturday against State Fair?
I don't think it's going to be any added pressure because we're sitting them in there blind. They know nothing about St. Louis.
Really?
Yes, I didn't give them no.
I didn't
give them no scout. I didn't give them no clips. It's going to be a game of trust. Are you going to execute and trust the things that we're coaching you to do? And all week, all we've done is focus on ourselves. Like right now in the locker room, right now we would be going over the other team's game plan. I put all of our plays on the board. It doesn't matter about the other team if we don't take care of ourselves first. So the pressure is never about the other team or who's here. The pressure is are you gonna show up and do your job?
I was going to keep this a little bit short. Now you brought that up, and now I have another question, Coach. How does that change things when you don't show that your group anything about the team they're going to be playing?
Your habit show. The things we tell you every day in practice, like if you think it's not that bad, that's the thing. Like earlier in the season, we got away with it because we were winning. Now we're losing, and now you have no idea. You have no idea. You have no other choice but to do the things that we do in practice now. So I think it's going to be a good game to test that. I'm still not going to tell them if they're a shooter or a driver. Let's see if you're going to figure it out and how you figure it out. Because they need to. You can't handicap them all the time. Can't give them a pacifier all the time. Like, we got to grow up a little bit, and this is a perfect game to try that.
Coach, thank you so much for stopping by. I got one more for you.
Go for it.
You don't have to tell me what you think their game plan is going to be, but tell me what are the keys to keeping them out of their game plan.
I bet they'll probably zone us. I mean, after watching our last game, zone kind of keeps us stagnant a little bit. I think for us, it's all about being the aggressor. Being the aggressor, but not getting just complacent and just comfortable. I don't like comfortable. But a team like that is a scary team because that's a team with nothing to lose. And if they play harder than you, they will embarrass you. So That I think those are the main keys. Be the aggressor for 40 minutes. Play our style of basketball for 40 minutes and dominate. Show me what domination looks like to you. And if we're gonna reach that standard, that level of expectation. So those are the keys.
Coach, thank you so much. Best of luck tonight.
Appreciate it.
That was the head coach of the Mac Lady Cardinals, Carrie Shepard, in her first season. Her club currently 17-7, and they're going for win number 18. And standing in their way is the St. Louis Lady Archers. And Glenn, that's something different that we don't normally hear. A coach saying that they haven't said anything to their team about the opponent. And, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how that plays out tonight for the Lady Cards.
She mentioned something like that in her post-game interview on Saturday. And I said, how do you get prepared for the next team? And she said, we're going to focus on us. We're not even going to show them film. We're not even going to talk about it. We're just going to focus on us getting what we do right and doing it against any team. And, it kind of fits into that philosophy of play your own game. And I've heard that philosophy all of my life, and I thought, yeah, it's a cliche. But it really isn't. You want them to play the game you're most comfortable with. So if you're a team that likes to run and gun, you want them to run and gun, because if you do, you're probably going to get them out of their element, and they're going to fall way behind. Or if you're just a team that likes to play half-court basketball and they want to run and gun, then you want to slow them down so that they have to play your game, and maybe that gets them off, out of sync a bit. So, yeah, I kind of heard that on Saturday a little bit, and I thought, well, that'll be interesting when we see that, and I guess we are going to see it tonight.
I think tonight might be the best team to do, and I mean, just with all respect to St. Louis Community College, but tonight would definitely be a good night to do this against.
Yeah.
A good team to do this against. St. Louis, of course, 0-23. Looking for their first win. They're missing a handful of players. In fact, they only brought 6 to the Bob tonight. But
whatever they feel like doing, because this team over on the other side, despite their 0-23 record, they've got some talent, and they could come back and bite you and get you down early, and you don't want that to have to fight your way back all night long. So I think Mac needs to play their game. I think they also need to stay away from injury. Don't get to a point where you lose somebody for a couple of games or whatever, because we've already lost enough for the season as far as injuries go. So Mac needs to play their game, throw caution to the wind, and try to stay out of any kind of an injury that might cause a problem.
that'll wrap things up with the pregame show. When we come back, it'll be time for tip-off from the Bob and Shelter Insurance starting lineups after this. All right, you'll be able to Good evening from the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse. The Mineral Area Lady Cardinals get set to take on St. Louis Community College. Jared Pettis, Glenn Berry, and Taylor LeBrier, our entire crew. Glenn Berry has the Shelter Insurance starting lineup.
All right, first of all, for the St. Louis Lady Archers, they are 0-23 under head coach Mariah West. They'll start Mila Sykes, a sophomore from Georgia. Bella Adkins, a freshman from St. Louis. Nadia Thames, a sophomore from St. Louis. Paige Kratz, a sophomore from St. Charles, Missouri. And Daniela Rendon from Columbia, South America. She is also a freshman. For the Mineral Area College Lady Cardinals, they are 17-7 overall, 2-5 in conference. Carrie Shepard in her first year. They'll start tonight. Marceline Claremont, the 5'6 freshman from Orlando, Florida. Kinley Norris, the 5'8 freshman from Park Hills. Amia Moore, the freshman from Herculaneum. Presley Holweg, the freshman at 5'5 from Delta, Missouri. And Ashley Baragas, the 6'1 sophomore from Hopewell Junction, New York.
Lady Cardinals wearing the home white uniforms, wording on the front, MAC red trimmed in black, numbers on the front and back to match that. St. Louis in the navy blues, St. Louis in cursive on the front, and it's not abbreviated St. either, it's spelled out. Light blue trimmed in gray, numbers on the front and back match that. The Lady Cardinals have the standing Kirby on the side of the pants, the Lady Archers with the classic arch logo. The Lady Cardinals win the opening tip, right to left on your listening device, left to right if you're watching on the MAC YouTube channel. Kinley Norris, near side 3 from the wing, and she hits it. And Glenn, that was quicker than I expected. A start for this one for Mac, 15 seconds in. And now they're going to force a steal. That's Samia Moore. She'll work it into the corner. Now to Marceline Claremont. Wide open again. It's Kinley Norris on the far side. Doesn't take the three. Got it back to Claremont on the near wing. Holwig will, though. She unloads, rolls around, and comes out. Offensive rebound Moore. Stripped away. Baragas is there. To the near side. That's Claremont. Corner three. Norris far wing, or far corner. Got it. Norris has them back to back.
Well, we've already seen Amia Moore with a positive impact on this game. A couple of rebounds, and now a second turnover as she gets hit in the face. And I think, do we have a foul?
The foul is called against Mila Sykes. That'll be her first, and the first on St. Louis. Mac with it again. Their third possession in the first 46 seconds of the game.
Again, Amia Moore taking the ball away and causing another turnover, and then gets smacked in the face inadvertently, but it was a foul.
Claremont to Holwig, back to Claremont, far side Norris. Another corner three, far side. That's short. Rebound Claremont at the foul line. She'll split through all the defenders, can't hit the lay-in. And the rebound's grabbed by Nadia Thames. 6-0 Cardinals, a minute 10 gone in the first quarter. Jared Pettis, Glenn Berry, Taylor LeBrier with you. Thames has it between the circles. Now to the far elbow for Bella Adkins, trying to work down low. Adkins had her shot blocked, and the rebound is grabbed by Moore. Now to Claremont. There's paraphernalia on the hardwood down here in the paint for Mineral Area. Somebody's tape came off their finger, and it looks like it might be Baragas. Far side three wouldn't go for Claremont. Rebound is grabbed by Kratz, and now Thames the other way. Thames is fouled. It's going against Holwig, and the tape that is on the floor remains there. The foul on Holwig is her first, and the first on Mineral Area.
Getting kicked into the floor. Somebody finally noticed it, and they're going to call a timeout and get it off of there. And I think one of the official scorers here pointed it out to them. Or did you do that?
Well, I pointed it out to them, but I think I was just saying it, and it echoed because I talk loud.
Oh, okay.
Interior inbound to Nadia Thames. Her shot was deflected, got it to the near side, and Thames double dribbled and gave it away. Something I missed on these Lady Archer jerseys. Archers on the back, arched over the number in cursive. And you don't see this very often on the basketball side, Glenn. They have pinstripes on these jerseys, and they are gray on the navy blue, so it's tough to see when they're not up close.
Very tough to see. We've seen that in a couple of combinations this year where you're not sure exactly which number is which.
Far side, three. Holwig wouldn't go from the wing, and the rebound is grabbed by Nadia Thames. Now, I don't want Mineral Area to get into as this one's poked away from behind and stolen, get into a situation where they just settle for threes all game, as Holwig will take that to the cup and lay it in. That's what I want to see, Glenn, and it worked out to perfection. 30-second timeout called by St. Louis. If they make this the media timeout, we'll take the break. 8-0 Mineral Area. It is just a 30, so we'll keep it here. This is a hot start for the Lady Cardinals, Glenn.
Yeah, very good start for the Lady Cardinals. Kinley Norris, of course, hitting a couple of threes. Presley Holwig with a bucket down low. They've got some rebounds on the offensive side and really have kept St. Louis from setting up in their own offensive end. One time they actually got their offense set up. They didn't get a good quality shot off from Nadia Thames, but I guess the positive thing so far is Thames doing a pretty good job on the board. She's having to go up against Amia Moore and also Ashley Baragas, and she's pulled out a couple of rebounds early on.
8-0 Mineral Area, 7:40 to go in the first, and it will be Lady Archer ball to inbound on the baseline after that Holwig make. Timeout was brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agent Mike Sonsiger on Farmington. Jonathan Steffen in Deloge. Contact them today for a free quote on auto, home, business, or life insurance. Those starting lineups at the top of the broadcast brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Chuck Odell at 63 East School Street in Bonne Terre. Allow Chuck to help protect your family with life insurance. Your local Shelter Insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter. Jump ball whistled as Kinley Norris got arms on it. And it'll stay St. Louis ball.
Yeah, Nadia Thames a little confused where she's supposed to go at this point, but she was the one that got tied up with the ball. I think she was asking for a foul on that one as well, and it just didn't come her way. It's got to be difficult to be 0-23 and trying to pick up a win, especially on a road against a team that's pretty decent.
Top of the arc, this is Mila Sykes. Checking into the game at the last stoppage was Felicia Harris. That's a travel and a turnover as Sykes was wildly hopping through the lane and then picked up the dribble and kept going.
Yeah, she thought she was going to be able to dribble around the defender, but another defender came over there, kind of closed the gap, and she had to jump up in the air and jump back down, and that doesn't work.
Quick ball movement back out. Norris, far wing three. Got it. Far wing three, that is. Norris has 9 points in the game of the team's 11. And now a steal. Claremont intercepted the inbound. Baragas top of the key. She'll work it down low. Can't hit the layup, but Baragas is fouled. She will go to the line and shoot 2 more.
I would have a feeling tonight with only 6 players on the bench, foul trouble could be a real problem here tonight for the St. Louis Ball Club. So they got to make sure they don't get into foul trouble early. Right now, just the first foul on them. That's on Nadia Thames.
First free throw is good for Baragas. That foul is the second team foul. And you mentioned it, Glenn, the first on Thames. Mila Sykes has the other foul. That came really early on in this one.
That was the little slap to the face, or
yes,
inadvertent slap, yeah.
Baragas hits both the free throws. She's got 2 points in the game. It is 13-0 Lady Cardinals. Inbound for Mila Sykes, since she dribbled it off of her own foot. Going to get that one is Claremont in the corner. Kinley Norris, far wing three, all around and out. And Baragas deflects the rebound out of bounds. She and Amia Moore were both there to grab that one, and they both knocked it away from each other and out of bounds.
You know, Mia Moore has been involved in a lot of stuff so far here. We talked about the fact that she's getting the start tonight from some of the stuff that she's done before. And quite frankly, she's figured into this MAC game so far with a rebound and a couple of steals.
Mila Sykes receives the inbound, goes back into the paint for Nadia Thames, and stolen again or poked away by Claremont. Now she has the steal and the lay-in. Claremont with her first. That is a scoop and a score if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. That's exactly what that is. Now Mac's set to send in 5 more players.
On the near side, deep 2 goes. That is Mila Sykes to get St. Louis on the board. 15-2, Mac leads. 6:20 to go in the first. They'll bring in, you mentioned, a fresh 4. That's all the 4 bench players they have. Here is the Lady Cardinals. They'll bring them in at the next stoppage. Holwig up top. Going to dribble to the far wing. Now to Kinley Norris. Doesn't take the 3. Got it to Claremont at the near corner. Dribble drive in. 15-footer rattles out, then falls in. That rattled off the iron at least 10 times before going.
We've seen more of that, I think, here at MAC. And then last night at Kingston, we saw that several times. Shots that looked like they had no business going in that went in.
Mac nearly had the steal. The pass goes off of a Mac Lady Cardinal and into the hands of Nadia Thames. Now Holwig steals it. Claremont was cherry picking. She's got one defender to beat. She hits the lay-in and gets fouled. Claremont's got 6 and the and 1 coming up. And we'll have 4 players coming on the floor for Mac. The foul is on Bella Adkins.
Best thing about that entire play right there was when Marceline Claremont picked up the loose ball, she started heading toward the goal. She knew she had a defender with her, and she stepped in front of them, so they were behind her on that shot. When she went up on the shot, she got fouled from behind.
Kinley Norris stays out there. Karma Jones will check in for Marceline Claremont after this free throw if it goes. It's away, and it's in. Claremont's got 7. Here comes Jones, Jayla Clayton, Casey Teague, and Bree Dolman out there as well. Kinley Norris, the only starter to remain on the floor. Mac up by 18, 20-2 with 5.5 to go in the first.
You know St. Louis has got to come down here and get some offense started. They've had an awful time just getting the ball to their side of the floor.
Thames takes it to the baseline, can't hit the jumper. Rebound is grabbed by Casey Teague. And now she gets it to Karma Jones. Outlet, Kinley Norris. Down low, it's Dolman. Into the paint for Teague. 1-on-2. Teague had it stolen away, and is that the first MAC turnover?
It's number 1.
It was stripped by Felicia Harris, and she finds Mila Sykes, who now crosses the timeline. Sykes, dribble drive, hop step, kick it out near wing. This is Thames. Up tops, Harris. Bounce pass far wing. She got it to, who was that? Bella Atkins, who took it into the lane and laid it off window and in.
That was a nice shot, too, by Atkins. She drove the left side of the lane, put it up with the left hand, and high off the back glass in.
Karma Jones with it now at the far wing. Top of the arc, Casey Teague into the near corner. Kinley Norris all alone. Got the 3 again. She's got 4 3-pointers in this quarter. And it's 12 points for her, 23-4 MAC.
You ask why is Kinley Norris shooting so many threes early on? Well, against a team like this where you can just come out there and play your game, she's warming up. And so hopefully this carries on throughout the rest of the game and into the next one.
Down low pass and dribbling it on the baseline was Atkins and gives it away. And here comes Ashley Baragas back in. Bree Dolman coming out. Oh, and she runs right into the official. And we get the media timeout. 4:14 to go in the first. MAC leading St. Louis 23-4 on KFMO. And in the backcourt, they inbound. Karma Jones quickly up the floor on the near side to Kinley Norris, back to Jones. She takes it top of the arc, looks back at her coach. That's dangerous when you're in the offensive half court that far away from your coach. Jayla Clayton takes a far corner 3, got too much of the back iron, and the rebound is grabbed by Nadia Thames. Thames up the middle to the near side. Sykes, she'll work it towards the baseline. Now back out on perimeter in the near corner. To the near wing with the dribble. Spot up 3. Got it. Nothing but net. Sykes with 5.
Well, we've seen her take a couple of shots early in this game, and she's confident. She puts them both in. She has yet to miss. 5 points, as you said, on the game.
Deep 2 for Jayla Clayton. That rattles out. Offensive rebound, Baragas to the foul line. Teague, jumper from there, wouldn't go. Rebound deflected away. Teague's not going to get to it. Ball still loose. It's a hot potato down there, and Sykes grabs it. Sykes will cross the timing stripe to the near side for Thames. Lob it down low, posting up. Bella Atkins, spin around jumper wouldn't go, and Jayla Clayton has the rebound. Now it's Jones. Outlet Norris. Uncontested near wing 3. That's short, and we got a hanger.
First time I've seen that, I think, all year long.
You know, I told Connor Harbit on Monday we were going to see something like that. And he was like, no, we're not. We're not going to see that on Monday. And I was like, watch it. We are going to see that. And we see it on Wednesday.
Yeah. Ball sticking in the left side of the net there. Now they're hollering at everybody to come back.
That's because when it's stuck like that, it's possession arrow, and it favors MAC. So Lady Cardinals will get it.
I was getting ready to wonder how that wound up being St. Louis's ball, but they just had to figure out who had the possession.
Inbound, Dolman underneath, lay it in. Brianna Dolman's got her first bucket. It's 25-7 Mac, 3 minutes left here in quarter number one.
We see Brianna Dolman do such a good job of cutting to the basket when she doesn't have the ball. That time, no different.
Top of the arc. That's Paige Kratz to the near wing. She finds Daniela Rendon taking it through the lane. Dolman thought she had the steal. The officials blow the whistle quick, held ball, and the arrow favors the Archers.
You got to wonder what goes through the mind of a team that's 0-23. You know they can't fall behind too far, or that, here we go again, feeling starts. And right now you kind of see that in their body language out there.
Inbound to the near side, thrown off the arm of Nadia Thames and into the Mac bench. It'll be Lady Cardinal ball.
That'll be number 11 on turnovers so far in this first quarter. Only one for Mac at this point.
11 in the first half is a margin you don't want. 11 in the first quarter, oof. On pace for 44, and the quarter's not even done.
Wow.
Dolman missed that one by a mile. The rebound goes off of Holwig, and she goes and gets it. Throws it back up top for Claremont. Through the lane with the left-hand layup off window, no good. Dolman can't get to the rebound. It's still loose on the floor, then grabbed by Kratz. Beg your pardon, that was Atkins. That was Claremont with another steal. Dolman, an offensive rebound off the Claremont miss. Dolman deflects this one away, and Mack going to get it again. Claremont on the near wing. At the elbow, that's Baragas. Extra pass. Holwig 3, far side, around and in. Holwig's got 5. It's 28-7 Lady Cards.
Well, the Cards are pretty much having their way every time they go down to the floor offensively. And on the defensive side, they just are getting all over the boards right now. Only one really getting on the boards for St. Louis is Nadia Thames, and she is also running the offense from the point guard position right now.
Thames lost that one to the backcourt, and it's a backcourt violation. Mac ball. Here comes Casey Teague back in.
I think that was kind of I hope he didn't see that kind of a call, because she started to not pick it up and then thought maybe he didn't see that ball go off my foot. So she picked it up, and the official caught it right away.
A minute 35 to go in the first, 28-7 Mac. Claremont to Teague to the near side. Holwig, she's at the wing. Now for Baragas, still on perimeter, far side Moore. Picked up her dribble, got it to Baragas at the elbow, trying to work her way down low. She's fouled on the floor, don't count the shot. And the foul is called against Mila Sykes, her second.
Well, you know, I hate it we can't count the shot, because you don't see a lot of players do that much anymore. Shoot from about 7 to 8 feet out off the backboard. She did it perfectly that time, but it unfortunately doesn't count.
Baragas posts up, splits the defenders, and lays it in. 4 for Baragas, 30-7, a minute 10 left in the first.
She had to work for every inch of that one to get it up and in, and a great job by Baragas just getting it up off the board.
Nadia Thames to the far side, rolls it down low to Bella Adkins. Trying to backdoor feed, looking for Kratz, but Baragas stole it. Lady Cardinals up with a minute left, and they have possession. Into the corner, Holwig. Far side 3, drained it. Presley Holwig's got 8. 42 seconds left, 33-7 Lady Cards.
And I think you can see what kind of potential Mac has if they can get the shots, if they can get away from the defense from time to time.
Sykes walks and gives it right back. 31.1 left in the first.
Can you say 15 turnovers?
Ooh, that is not a number I would want to hear.
No. That's on pace for 60.
30 seconds left in the quarter as they inbound. Claremont across the timeline. She'll take it to the near wing and pick up her dribble. Has Moore in the corner, but somehow it finds Baragas. It was deflected. Holwig straight on 3. That's off the mark to the right. And Baragas knocked the rebound. Oh, I thought Baragas touched it last, and so did she. And they point towards the back wall, meaning it was off of St. Louis.
Yeah, I think everybody thought it was, because they were all headed down to the other end of the court.
12.4 left. Inbound to Holwig, far wing. She'll work it to the foul line. Pull up from just inside, and her shot was blocked by Daniela Rendon. She'll work down the floor, can't hit the layup. 2 seconds left. That was Moore. Now it's Claremont. She'll dribble out the clock in the half as she crosses the center line. We've played the opening quarter. It's 33-7. Mineral Area having their way with St. Louis Community College on KFMO. Kinley Norris with the big three to start the second quarter. It's 36-7 Mac. 9:40 to go in the second as we are 20 seconds in. Jared Pettis-Glenberry and Taylor LeBrier with you on this Wednesday night, and St. Louis will give it away again. And Glenn, based off of the amount of tallies you have there, that is 16.
Yeah, that's 16 turnovers, and some of those turnovers have been just like that, where it was kind of, as you like to call it, an unforced error. They get to the corner, they hand off a pass, and the person receiving the pass just doesn't clamp down and catch it.
Mack has it back. This is Karma Jones. Lob it to Kinley Norris. Uncontested near wing three again. That's too strong, and Norris puts both hands on her mouth after that one misses. Dolman had the offensive rebound. Norris straight on. Drained it. Didn't need the backboard. 18 for Kinley Norris. 1 minute gone here in the second. It's 39-7 Mac.
Well, if you shoot 60% from the three-point arc, you know it's going to be a good night.
That was nearly a walk from St. Louis. This is Thames down low. Can't hit the shot, and she's fouled. Thames going to shoot two. The foul is on Jayla Clayton, her first, and the first on Mack in quarter number 2. That quarter break was brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau. Nadia Thames shoots two at the line to our right. First free throw. It's no good. If you're watching on the Mineral Area College YouTube channel, this free throw is on the left side of your screen. Or I guess depending on how the camera is set up, right at you. Second free throw, also no good. Offensive rebound is lost out of bounds by Daniela Rendon. It'll be Mac ball.
Well, when it rains, it pours. Right now, they've hit 3 shots in the game, 2 from Mila Sykes and 1 from Bella Adkins. They've had opportunities to rebound, can't hold on to it. They've had opportunities to set up their offense, can't hold on to it. And that time, 2 free throws and can't sink a one.
Moore down low for Dolman. 8-foot jumper drains it, nothing but net. Dolman's got 4. 39-7 Mac. 8.5 to go in the second. I don't want to sound harsh or anything, Glenn, but this is exactly how I thought this game would go. And there's another St. Louis turnover. They try to get it to Rendon at the far wing, and it was thrown about 2 feet above her head.
You know, we talked about those unforced errors. I think of the 17 turnovers they have so far in this game, I would say at least half, maybe more, are unforced errors like that where they just don't hold on to the ball or they just dribble it off their foot.
Another far wing three for Norris. Splash, Kinley Norris. She's got 21, Glenn. She is on pace for well over 42 because we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, 7 out of 11 from the three-point arc tonight.
She might set a record the way she's shooting so far in this first half. Far side 2 at the other end wouldn't go for Sykes, and the rebound is grabbed by Karma Jones. Outlet Jayla Clayton, left-hand layup, good.
I think at this point, I would put Mariah Dallas in with her little,
honestly, I would take 2 of my players off the floor and play 3-on-5.
Yeah, you might have to after a while. In fact, we may see something like that later on where there's not the same amount of players out there.
Sykes with the hook pass stolen away by Mack. 46-7 Lady Cards lead, and Karma Jones with the teardrop runner off window and in.
I love that shot right there. She just took it down the lane, kind of faked to her right like she was going to dump it off. They all swung that way, and she just kept going, stopped, and popped it. 3
minutes gone here in the second quarter. Scoring in this quarter is 15-0 Mac. St. Louis on the near side. That's Felicia Harris. Down low. Got it to Kratz. Back out to Harris. Now up top, Nadia Thames to the foul line. Daniela Rendon, and she's fouled by Brianna Dolman. That'll be her first and of the second on Mac. And coming into the game, Bella Adkins. She'll take the spot of Daniela Rendon.
Rendon showed a few flashes of rebounding ability there, but she just couldn't hold on to the ball a couple of times when she pulled the rebound down. It's kind of going up against this MAC team that has some pretty decent rebounders.
Sykes with the inbound. She gets it back in the near corner. Karma Jones all over her. Hands it off to Thames. Back to Sykes. High school 3. College 2. Wouldn't go. Dolman had the rebound. That was a 2-point shot. 48-7. Mineral Area leads. Jayla Clayton on the near side. Hands it off to Karma Jones. Kinley Norris, far wing, back to Jones, top of the arc. To the near side, Clayton. Uncontested in the corner, then a player closed out before she could get the handle on the ball. Dolman, down low, posting up. They give it to her, off window and in. 6 for Dolman, 50-7, Mac.
Love the ball movement by Mac so far. I mean, they had a couple of opportunities at threes. They didn't take them. They finally swung it around low. Brandon Dolman got the lay-in.
Nadia Thames to the foul line, to Adkins, off window and in, and Adkins gets St. Louis on the board in this quarter. Only took 4 minutes.
Seems like that it's been forever since we've seen a bucket from them, and I'm sure every time they look at the scoreboard, it just makes a little more pressure on them as well.
Clayton, 8-foot jumper, rattles in. 4 for Clayton, 52-9, 5:24 to go in the second.
We need to get Dean Gilgore down here and say, hey, if we hit 100, can we have tacos? Something like that.
Well, President Dr. Joe Gilgore. Paige Kretz, I don't even know if he's still here. Is he still here?
I think he is.
I'm sure he is. Far side, Nadia Thames. Down low, try to get it to Bella Atkins. Dribbled it off of her knee, and it's taken away by Mack.
He's up in the hospitality room looking for tacos.
Karma Jones to the low block. Now to the foul line, Bree Dolman. Stepped around the defense and laid it in. Dolman's got 8. Great work by Dolman.
I think my stat sheet's going to be really messed up on the Mac side here tonight.
Mila Sykes on the near side. Oh, gave it right to Kinley Norris, and that's another St. Louis turnover on the near side. Karma Jones, left-hand lay-in, coast to coast. She's got it. 56-9, 4:25 to go in the half.
Can you say 20 turnovers?
I don't want to, Glenn. I don't want to. Timeout on the floor. Media stoppage. 4:16 to go in the second. 56-9. Mineral Area leads St. Louis on KFMO.
At Belgrade State Bank, we're proud to support our local students. For over a century, we've been more than just a bank. We're part of the community. By investing in our youth, we help build a brighter future, from the classroom to the field. We're here to support our students every step of the way. Belgrade State Bank, proud supporters of our local schools and the next generation. A wise place to do business.
.413 to go in the second, 56-9, and there's another St. Louis turnover. Baragas had the steal down low. Marceline Claremont at the other end. Kick it out, Jayla Clayton. Pump fake from the land of plenty. Dribble drive to the foul line. Got it to Claremont on the baseline, and she hits the 15-footer. Claremont's got 9. It's 58-9. Lady Cardinals lead with 3:51 left. That timeout was brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agents Mike Sonsegar, located on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington. Jonathan Steffen at North State Street, Deloge. Contact them today for a free quote on auto, home, business, or life insurance. Teague picks up a rebound off a miss. Daniela Rendon 3. At the other end, Presley Holwig to the near side. Claremont out of the far elbow. That's Teague. Jumper from there. Got it. Man, Teague has 2 points. Those are her first 2. And every Lady Cardinal to touch the floor tonight has scored.
Well, I'm looking
with the exception of Amia Moore. My apologies.
Yeah, I'm looking at some scores here from earlier this year from St. Louis Community College. They came close against Missouri Valley to winning, losing only by 10, but the rest of them are pretty ugly.
Baragas rebounds a miss from Nadia Thames on the baseline. Claremont at the other end, through the lane, down low, gets it to Holwig, kick it back out to the corner, try to go to Clayton, but it was intercepted, and another MAC turnover, their second.
They're on a pace for 4.
They only had one in that first quarter, didn't they? I think, yeah.
One each quarter.
One each quarter. Straight on 3, misses everything from Nadia Thames, and it goes out of bounds.
That looked good from the release. From our angle, we can't tell exactly where it was headed to, but it looked pretty good from our angle there. But did not go down, and they desperately need some points right now.
2.5 to go in quarter number 2. MAC leads 60-9.
Yeah, I'm looking at some scores here of like 112-39, 97-34.
Baragas lays it in. She's got 6. 2:20 left.
But against Missouri Valley, they've lost 2 games this year by a grand total of 15 points. So when it rains, it pours.
Nadia Thames to the foul line for Paige Kratz, rather. She tried to, I don't know what she was trying to do with that. Baragas just took it away. I think she was trying to pass down low. There was nobody there. Kenley Norris walks and gives it right back. So now they're on pace for 6.
Yeah. You have to talk to Norris about that.
So you're get the headset to her now.
You're only allowed 1 turnover per quarter here tonight.
2:01 left in half number 1, 62-9. MAC leads St. Louis. Mila Sykes out of the backcourt. On perimeter, top of the arc. To the far side, she hands it off to Felicia Harris. Weaving on perimeter now, it's Rendon. Lob it to the far side for Sykes. Holding at her waist, now she'll put it to the floor. 10 on the shot clock for St. Louis, and a jump ball is whistle, and the arrow favors St. Louis as Marceline Claremont just grabbed the ball while Mila Sykes was there dribbling, and Sykes had to grab it as well. Shot clock at 7. Game clock at 1:38. St. Louis with it. Sykes has it again. Shot clock at 5. It's at 4. It's at 3. It's at 2. It's at 1, and it's over. Shot clock violation. You know, that's the first time that St. Louis has had a possession long enough to expire the shot clock.
Yeah, they usually don't get much time on their possessions, either by turnovers, which that was number 22, but it's either that or it's just a quick shot that doesn't hit and a rebound by Mac.
You know, that might have been the first time all night that I've referenced the shot clock. Baragas can't hit the elbow jumper because Mac's possessions have been flying by as well. Corner 3, Holwig after the Casey Teague offensive rebound, and Holwig's got 11. And that means the scoring in this quarter is 32-2, favoring Mac. Felicia Harris to the far wing. Daniela Rendon working towards the baseline. Nearly had it poked away. Now it is poked away. Holwig can't grab it, but Baragas does. Outlet Claremont. 2 defenders that she's beat. She'll take it to the cup. Claremont can't hit the lay-in. Clayton can't grab the rebound, but Claremont does. To Teague at the foul line. Jumper, no good. Too much back iron. And Clayton comes and gets the rebound. Now for Baragas. 35 on the clock. Holwig gets it in the corner from Claremont. Claremont at the far wing gets it back. Now to the foul line for Baragas. 1 dribble and step inside the foul line, and Baragas hits the flat-footed floater. She's got 8. It's 67-9. 20 seconds left. I'm surprised they didn't stop the clock for St. Louis to go get that ball. It clicked all the way down to 12. Maybe that was at the mercy of the Archers that they didn't do that. Sykes nearly had it stolen. She gets it at the elbow far side. Jumper from there rattles out. Rebound for Baragas. And she thought about a full court shot. Instead just started dribbling out the clock. We've played a half. Mineral Area leads 67-9 on KFMO. Halftime coming up after this.
last, an approach to teaching and learning that connects the traditional classroom to the real world at Central Methodist University. Now you can learn the way you live and the way you'll work with the new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU.
Banking with people like you, Unico Bank. We put you first in everything we do. Large enough to serve you, small enough to know you. We're your local hometown bank, your friends and neighbors too. Banking with people like you, Unico Bank.
At Belgrade State Bank, we're proud to support our local students. For over a century, we've been more than just a bank. We're part of the community. By investing in our youth, we help build a brighter future, from the classroom to the field. We're here to support our students every step of the way. Belgrade State Bank, proud supporters of our local schools and the next generation. A wise place to do business.
My name's Nick Vargo. I'm the lead service advisor in the Pettis Ford Service Department. We are owned and operated by two different families. We treat you guys like a family. You're not just a number on the board to us. You're actually a family member when you come in and get great service. And that's what we strive for, is to create a family environment in the dealership.
Community is everything to us.
Guys, if you want a family-owned and operated dealership that does strive for excellence, we'll get you taken care of.
Come to Pettis Automotive, where we treat you like family.
St. Louis's favorite pizza has always been Square. And now so are our deals. Introducing Square Deals at Emo's Pizza. Now earn rewards faster. Sign up for Square Deals on the Emo's Pizza app or website and get your first 2 squares for free. Emo Square Deals. Order Emo's, collect squares, get free pizza.
Getting reliable, high-speed internet in the country was always a challenge. That's why in 2010 we founded Aptitude Internet Solutions. Since then, we've connected nearly 2,000 homes and businesses. We stand for simple rates, high speeds, and friendly customer service. As the world keeps changing, we do more and more online: business, education, entertainment. And we don't want our communities to be left behind. Let us be your local choice for connecting you to the world.
Kevin Ball's Auto Body, the most recommended in the Parkland. The definition of recommended is to be worthy of trust, and they don't take that lightly. They treat your vehicle like it's their own. Your neighbors, your family, and your friends are now satisfied customers because you recommended them. When you need collision repair, don't just take it anywhere. Take it to Kevin Ball's Auto Body in Park Hills, the most recommended, because your car hasn't looked this new since it was new.
Kevin Ball's Auto Body, the most recommended by far.
Come see us after the game.
67-9 at the half. Lady Cardinals leading St. Louis Community College. Glenn, in the pregame show, Carrie Shepard told us one of the goals was to be the aggressor, and I think they've done that to a T tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're at a point in this game right now where you got to worry about Mineral Area. A couple of things. I think injuries is obviously one, because when you're playing a team, no matter how good they are or how bad they are, you don't want to get injured, and you don't want to do stuff that's abnormal and wind up having an injury in a game like this. But secondly, I think they also need to stay aggressive and stay in their system so they don't get sloppy, because if you get sloppy, maybe that carries over into your next game, and we all know that next game is going to be a big one. And this is a team that just right now in St. Louis Community College, they've fallen on some hard times. They've lost a number of players from their team. They have yet to win a game this year. They've come close only twice, and the rest of the time they've been blown out every single night. You got some players out there that seem like they have some talent, and you got some players that I think were probably destined to be second or third string players before all the other players were gone from the roster. So, you just got to go out there tonight and try to keep things humming for your team and stay away from injury.
Lady Cardinals up 67-9 at the half. We'll wrap things up on the KFMO Sports Halftime Show when we come back. Third quarter action coming up after this on KFMO. Second half about to get started. Third quarter underway with this inbound. 67-9. Mineral Area leads St. Louis Community College. Kinley Norris of the near wing has 7 threes in the game tonight. Far side, she gets it into the corner. Back to Holwig. Now on the near side, Marceline Claremont. Down low to Amia Moore. Out to the corner for Norris. Hit the three. Norris got it. Kinley Norris, 24 points in the game. That's 8. And according to Briley Palmer, former head coach here at the Mineral Area, she thinks the program record is 11, although the records only go back so far, and they don't have records before then. And now I'm going to be honest, folks. There's a holding call against Kinley Norris. Her first foul and the first on Mack in the first quarter. I don't have any way of looking at those records, so we'll just go with what Briley Palmer said.
Well, she's 8 of 12 so far from the three-point arc, so she is really going downtown here tonight.
Inbound pass goes to Daniela Rendon. She puts it off window and in. She has her first bucket. It's 70-11. Karma Jones will check in at the next stoppage. Marceline Claremont between the circles to the near wing. Kinley Norris is wide open on the wing if they can get it to her. To the near side, Holwig. Down low, Baragas. Reverse layup. Good. Baragas, nice take. She's got 10.
Boy, I tell you what, it's hard to stop a girl like that when she's down low in this situation against a team that's really outmanned and outsized down low.
8:45 to go in the third, 72-11. Mack leading St. Louis. This is the Lady Cardinals. Marceline Claremont has a steal, and it's knocked out of bounds by Mila Sykes. Here comes Karma Jones to check in. Marceline Claremont coming out.
Well, that was kind of an odd situation there for Mila Sykes because the ball was taken away from her. She leaned down to try to get the ball, and she had to slap at it, and the only way she could slap it away from Claremont was to slap it out of bounds, and that's what she did.
Down low, Baragas, now to Norris. Between the circles, that's Holig. On the near side, Jones. Back to Jones. Back to Holwick. Now to Norris. Now to Jones on the near side. Moore, the only one yet to score, and she puts it in. Amia Moore with her first bucket, and all the Lady Cardinals have scored tonight.
Yes, that was a nice shot, too. It was a nice pass down low, and she cut to the basket on the left side, just laid it up and in.
Now it's St. Louis. Way out three. Banks are open late here in the Parkland. Mila Sykes put it high off the window and in. She's got 8.
We saw that last night in Kingston, and one of the Kingston shooters just got hot in the second half and started hitting threes like crazy. Actually, it was on West County, and they just kept hitting three after three after three, and then the last one was a bank shot from the side.
Lady Cardinals throw it away and turn it over. And it's St. Louis ball. Mack up by 60, 74-14. Unlike high school, there is no running clock here at the college level. On the near wing, it's Nadia Thames trying to work it down low with the floater, wouldn't go. Barangas with another rebound. Gets it to Claremont. Claremont now to Norris at the near wing. Step back three for Kinley Norris. Ooh, too strong. And the rebound's grabbed by Thames. At the other end, St. Louis throws it away, and it's Mack ball again. Teams have switched sides. Mack now left to right on your listening device.
23 turnovers in the first half for St. Louis. That's only 2 so far in the second half.
Pass stolen away by Thames. She'll work it up the floor, coast to coast with the lay-in. Thames has her first couple of points, and it's 74-16 Mack. Marceline Claremont, Kinley Norris, near side three, uncontested. Got it, Norris. She's got 9 and 27 points in the game.
That's 9 out of 13 so far. She's been hitting pretty well all night long, only missing a couple of shots here or there.
Mila Sykes across the timeline. Runner from way out, and she hits it. That was like a 15-foot runner. Sykes has 10.
Well, she's got the board. She knows how to use them.
And at the other end, Jayla Clayton with the left hand.
It was a quick developing play. They just threw it up over the top of St. Louis, and Jayla Clayton was wide open on the left side.
Between the circles, that's Thames. Gets it inside to Bella Atkin, who misses the jumper, and Clayton had the rebound. Outlet, Baragas down low, got it. Transition bucket, 81-18. Mack leads, 6 minutes to go.
And that's only the third quarter, too. 6 minutes left in this third quarter, and St. Louis bringing the ball up the floor a little slower each time. You said something about not having a running clock. Well, you kind of do as the ball's thrown out of bounds with the shot clock going on, but you can't just hang on to the ball and hold it or keep it running during timeouts.
Kinley Norris stays on. Bree Dolman, Casey Teague, Presley Holwig, and Karma Jones check in. So Norris out there with 9 trays in the game. Briley Palmer actually texted me and said she had that once. Here's a 3. Karma Jones far side, rattle it in. Assist to Kinley Norris. Karma Jones has 7.
I love watching Karma Jones shoot. She's a lefty, and she has a very smooth shot no matter wherever she puts it up on the floor. That time just stepped back and popped it.
Between the circles, Nadia Thames to the near side to Felicia Harris. Harris up top for Mila Sykes. Sykes splits a couple of defenders. Floater from just inside the foul line, and she's got that one. 12 for Sykes. And Marceline Claremont will check in on the near side. Presley Holwig. Lob it down low for Dolman off of her hands and stole it away by Bella Adkins. Now for Sykes. Sykes backs up between the circles. Mack in zone defense. Shot clock at 15. Handoff goes to Nadia Thames, and now she loses it. Dribbled it away to Bree Dolman. Outlet Presley Holwig. Nobody to beat. Holwig with the lay-in. Got it. Holwig's got 13. Media timeout. 4:28 to go in the third. 86-20. Mack leads on KFMO.
Getting reliable, high-speed internet in the country was always a challenge. That's why in 2010 we founded Aptitude Internet Solutions. Since then, we've connected nearly 2,000 homes and businesses. We stand for simple rates, high speeds, and friendly customer service. As the world keeps changing, we do more and more online. Business, education, entertainment. And we don't want our communities to be left behind. Let us be your local choice for connecting you to the world.
(86-20). 4:28 to go in the third. It is St. Louis ball. Mineral Area leading. Timeout brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agent Mike Sonsiger on Farmington, Jonathan Steffen in Deloge. Contact them today for a free quote on auto, home, business, or life insurance. So the near side, this is Nadia Thames to the far wing for Sykes. Threw it away and out of bounds.
Well, they've slowed down on the turnovers, primarily on the unforced error type turnovers here in this second half, but they've still got 5 headed into this last 4 minutes of the third quarter.
Kinley Norris inbounds to Marceline Claremont. 4:10 to go in the third. Claremont flips it to Norris. Now to Jayla Clayton, top of the arc. Back to Norris on the near side through a screen. Norris wants a 3. Oh, just short. And the rebound's going to be grabbed by St. Louis. Players come together. Dolman and Teague along with Nadia Thames to try and take the ball away from each other. And held ball is whistled. The arrow this time favors St. Louis.
That's a great job that time by Nadia Thames to get in there. She's picked up 4 rebounds here tonight. She's worked hard on the boards for St. Louis, but that time just a couple of MAC players tying her up.
Thames on the near side to Sykes with Jayla Clayton in her face. Sykes top of the arc, cuts back to the near wing. Into the corner for Thames, stepped on the baseline, or the sideline, and turns it over. 3:39 to go in the third. And it'll be Mack to inbound in the backcourt.
Just as soon as I said, well, they haven't done the unforced error thing that much, they have an unforced error stepping on the line.
On the near side, here's Marceline Claremont. Norris straight on 3, 10 in the game. It wouldn't go. Man, that would have been her 10th. She's at point number 27. On the far side, that is St. Louis. Now to Thames to the near wing. And into the elbow, Adkins, and she's fouled by Bree Dolman. Her second, and the second on Mack here in quarter number 3. And here comes Kinley Norris off for a breather.
My question is, do you think she knows?
I think she does. I don't know, though.
As we get closer to it, is it, kind of wearing on her just a bit?
As she walked past Carrie Shepard, as Thames has it for St. Louis, Carrie looked at her and said, "You got cold, man." Interior inbound to Adkins. She's fouled, and she will shoot 2. The foul is called against... Who did they put that foul on, Glenn? Mia Moore, it looks like, her first and the team's third. The official flashed the sign so quick I didn't catch it. Adkins with her first. Good. She's got 5.
You can see some little flashes of talent once in a while from this St. Louis Community College team, especially Mila Sykes and Adkins at the free throw line as well.
The second free throw no good. Casey Teague knocks the rebound out of bounds. It'll stay St. Louis ball. 3:06 to go in the third. Max up 86-21. Inbound goes to nobody and will barely stay across the half court as Casey Teague steals it away. Now to Holwig. Lay-in falls off the front. Moore with the rebound put back. That falls off the side. Teague had it again. Out to Holwig. Holwig had her pass knocked away, and it goes out of bounds off of St. Louis.
Well, Mia Moore's picked up 4 rebounds in this game. She's the one who hasn't started this year, and she got a big start tonight. She's picked up some good rebounds and a couple of points for herself as well.
Far side Jones. Far wing 3, short. She chases down the rebound in the corner, but it was deflected away by Bella Atkins and out of bounds. And it'll be Presley Holwig to inbound. Holwig, far corner, gets it back. She'll work to the baseline. Met by defender back out, Karma Jones. Shot clock down to 13. Game clock at 2:35. Teague at the foul line. Jumper from there off the back iron. She chases the rebound down. It's grabbed by Nadia Thames, and Teague commits a foul.
That was close to being a tie-up, but not quite. She just could not get her hands in there. Nice rebound that time again by Thames. She's got 5 rebounds in the game.
She did a great job, too, of keeping that one away from Teague, who was trying to grab it from her.
Yeah, she just basically, after Teague stuck her hands in there, she turned her body away and kept her out of that ball.
Thames gets it in the near corner. She'll work on the baseline, slip, and turn it over. Casey Teague had the steal. Karma Jones to the near side, Holwig. She'll work down low, backdoor pass. Baragas, left-hand lay-in, got it. Baragas has 14. Keep looking to the bench to see if they're going to send Norris back out. 2 minutes left in regulation. I don't think she came out at all in that first half, Glenn.
I think she did on one of the, right after they made a wholesale change then the next time out, but that's about it. That's all I can remember.
At the other end, this layup from Atkins wouldn't go, and the rebound's grabbed by Casey Teague. Outlet on the near side, Holwig. Tried the layup. It was blocked and goes out of bounds off of St. Louis. And Karma Jones will inbound. Inbound Holwig. Corner 3 wouldn't go. Offensive rebound Baragas. She's fouled on the floor before a shot attempt could be made. The foul will be the first on St. Louis, and it's the first on Danielle Rendon. 1:36 to go in the third. Mac up 88-21.
I guess about the only good news tonight for St. Louis. Nobody in foul trouble right now. They can ill afford to have anybody out there with a lot of foul trouble.
Teague with a 6-footer. She's got 4. 90-21 with a 1:25 left here in quarter number 3. The Mac men play next against St. Louis. That one's scheduled to tip off at 7. I imagine it'd go a little bit earlier. Far side 3, Rendon from way out. That rattles off, and Mia Moore has the rebound. Now for Karma Jones. Corner, Holwig. She wants another try at the 3. That wouldn't go. And the rebound will be grabbed by Felicia Harris, and Karma Jones is called for a foul. Her first, and that puts St. Louis in the bonus. And here comes Kinley Norris. 58.6 to go in the third, 90-21. Mac leading. And it's going to be Bella Adkins to shoot. Kinley Norris back into the game, Glenn.
Yeah, maybe it just took her a minute to kind of calm herself down a little bit, think about it. But she might have had a little bit of exhaustion as well. That takes a little bit off of the shot.
First free throw for Adkins, good. She's got 6 points in the game. 90-22. Second free throw, hit that one as well. 7 for Adkins. She trails Mila Sykes for the team lead. Sykes has 12. Kinley Norris on the near wing. Back to Jones, back to Norris. Doesn't take the three. Norris to the foul line. Teague. Down low, Baragas posting up. They get it to her, left-hand layup. Wouldn't go. Amia Moore with the offensive rebound as she tries the second chance. She is fouled. That is Amia Moore, and she will shoot two.
Well, Moore went down low and grabbed the rebound over a couple of different St. Louis Community College players. And when she pulled it down, she was falling away from the basket, just tried to throw up a shot, but she was fouled.
First free throw, good. She's got 3 points in the game, does Amia Moore. Lady Cardinals are 4 of 4 from the foul line tonight. There's Jackson Jones. Second free throw good for Moore. Jackson Jones, of course, a catcher for the Rebels. I hear that he's signing with a college soon. 35 seconds left. I don't think it's happened yet. I think it was supposed to happen and was postponed. So it'll be Rendon. Bounce pass down low for Bella Adkins. Can't hit the layup. 24 seconds left. Baragas gets it to Jones. Jones across the timeline. Kinley Norris near wing. Catch and shoot three for Norris. Off the mark. Rattles off the front. Offensive rebound. Teague put back no good, but she's fouled. How many has Norris missed in this quarter? Glenn?
And this second half here so far, she has missed 4. She's hit 2, so she is 4 out of 6 right now. Overall tonight, she's only missed 8 total.
She's hit 9.
Mm-hmm. I think that time she was thinking about it a little bit.
Yes, Teague hits the first free throw. Second free throw for Casey Teague at the line to our right with 13.6 left. Hits them both. Teague has 6. It's 94-23. You know, Mac would love to break the century mark in this quarter with 13.6 left. You need a miracle, though, to get to that mark. You're down 6, 9 seconds to go. On the near side, Nadia Thames, 15-foot jumper wouldn't go. Defensive rebound, rather Moore. Got it to Norris. Quarter court heave. Don't count the shot. It wouldn't go anyways. The shot won't count anyways as it was taken after the buzzer. 94-23. Mac leads. 10 minutes left in regulation. Fourth quarter coming up after this on KFMO.
At last, an approach to teaching and learning that connects the traditional classroom to the real world at Central Methodist University. Now you can learn the way you live and the way you'll work with the new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU.
First free throw, rather, for Holwig. Good. Yeah, Clayton kind of looked at her and froze and then looked inside again. Second for Holwig. Good. Max still perfect from the foul line tonight. 9 of 9. 100-26.
Yeah,
Mac
there's
leads.
your triple digits.
6:23 to go here in regulation. Nadia Thames on the Deer side. Lob it over the top to Sykes, far wing. Sykes working down low. Her floater was blocked by Baragas. They're putting the foul on Jayla Clayton. Got some of the arm. Second on Clayton, second on Mack. At what point do you stop taking threes? Do you keep letting them fly?
I think if you're Norris, obviously, you're going to let them fly. I'm thinking that maybe as the game goes along, you're not going to see as many threes from the other players on Mac. But as far as St. Louis, they need a ton of threes right now.
It's Mila Sykes at the line to shoot two. She hits the first. Mac up 100-27.
And they've done a good job noticing that. I don't know if they know about the record or not, but they at least have noticed her out there a lot, and they've got on top of her pretty quick.
Bounce pass. Karma Jones was trying for Holwig, who was covered. It's stolen. Foul line jumper for Thames wouldn't go. Casey Teague has the rebound. Jones on the near side now to Kinley Norris. Doesn't take the three. Got it back to Jones. Norris wants it at the near wing. They get it to her. Left-handed dribble. Norris to the far corner for Holwig. Look out. That nearly hit a fan. Norris, near wing three. Got it. She's at 10. Norris has 30. 103-27. And I guess that's her answer, Glenn. It's going to be Norris taking the threes.
Well, I'm telling you right now, that one, when she let go of it, it looked like it was off to the right, but it went down, and that may be just what she needed just to hit another one.
Steal from Baragas. Karma Jones at the other end, trying to work around a defender. Jones off window, can't hit. She is fouled. And Jones is going to shoot two. The foul is the third on Nadia Thames. 5:17 left. The third on St. Louis as well. Coming into the game, it is Bella Adkins. Mila Sykes coming out. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, good. Jones splits the trip. That's the first miss as well from the line for Mac. Marceline Claremont checks in for Karma Jones. Lady Cards up 104-27 with 5:15 left in regulation. Crossing the timeline, Nadia Thames. Bounce pass to the near side. Felicia Harris handed off back to Thames, trying to work inside but can't because of the zone defense from Mac. Straight on three, rattles off. Kinley Norris has the rebound. The miss from Daniela Rendon. Claremont tried to go down low. It was Baragas back to Norris. Near side to tie the Mac record. Wouldn't go. Holwig with the offensive rebound. Norris has it again. Bounce pass down low for Baragas into the paint. Casey Teague with the floater. Every Lady Cardinal on the floor touched it that time. It's 106-27.
And I'm thinking fatigue is starting to wear on Norris a little bit. That last three, when she let go of it, you could tell she was just a little bit tired of the with the shot leaving her hand.
Jump ball. Mac possession. 4:23 to go. You know, I want to talk to Norris after this game. Media stoppage, 4:23 left in regulation, 106-27. Mac leads on KFMO.
Want to earn a transfer degree or need training to jumpstart your career? Mineral Area College is the place for you. MAC offers affordable tuition, dedicated instructors, vibrant campus life, and flexible classes, on campus and online. When you're at MAC, you can find a future. You can find a community. You can even find yourself. Apply online at mineralarea.edu.
.4:23 to go in regulation. Mineral Area leads St. Louis 106-27. We're in quarter number 4. Jared Pettis, Glenn Berry, Taylor LeBrier. Timeout brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agent Mike Santegral. Holwig far wing, down low to Baragas, up top for Claremont. One dribble in, foul line jumper, and it's good for Claremont. She's got 11. 108-27 Mac.
I see Kinley Norris stand out here on the wing waiting for a pass to come out to her for the shot.
Straight on three at the other end, Nadia Thames. That wouldn't go. Rebound loose. Casey Teague can't get to it, and it's grabbed by Bella Adkins. Holwood comes in, though, to grab the steal, and we go held ball. And this time it should go St. Louis Community College because it wasn't changed after Mac got it. So the arrow does favor St. Louis. 3:52 left in regulation. This is Thames trying to split through a couple of defenders. Righty runner off the mark to the left. Rebound grabbed by Baragas. Now to Claremont. She'll cross the timing line and set up the offense. Claremont gets around the defense. Here's Teague. Elbow jumper far side. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound Baragas. Now to Teague into the corner for Holwig. Dribble drive on the baseline. Bounce pass down low to the back door, and Baragas lays it in again. She's got 16.
Good job that time again by Holwig to find the open person down low as Baragas had just blocked her person out and got the ball.
Into the corner, that's Adkins. Pass blocked by Norris and stolen by Claremont across the timeline. Claremont into the corner, Holwig has Norris on the near wing. But Adkins going to come in and get right in her face so she can't take the three, and I think that her and Felicia Harris are on the floor to do just that. On the near side, Marceline Claremont at the wing. Up top through a double screen. Norris can't take the three. Got it to the far side with 10 on the shot clock. The Holwig had it knocked away from behind, and it's stolen by Daniela Rendon. Now it's St. Louis at the other end. That's Nadia Thames.
6 turnovers now in the second half for Mac.
Thames to the near wing for Rendon. Through a couple of defenders. Runner misses. Rebound grabbed by Baragas. 2.5 to play. Baragas across the timeline. Down low to Teague. Stuck that back foot so she wouldn't walk and hit the lay-in over a pair of defenders. Casey Teague's got 10.
That is a tough play, too. I mean, like you said, she just stuck her foot down and would not drag it and held onto the ball and then put it up and in.
112-27 Mac. 2:15 left in the fourth. Kenley Norris has a steal. Lobs it to Marceline Claremont. I'd like to see Norris at least get one more, Glenn.
That would be nice. At least tie the record, see if she could do that here on this possession.
Norris gets it between the circles to the far side, Holwig. Back to Norris, near wing, three to tie. Oh, it wouldn't go. And the rebound is grabbed by Casey Teague. Back to Holwig, far side, to Baragas. Elbow jumper, far side, and Baragas has 18. 114-27, and a timeout to bring in some substitutions for the Lady Cardinals with 1:40 to go in the fourth. And Kenley Norris's day is done. St. Louis wants to take the timeout. It's a 30. We'll keep it here. 1:40 left in the fourth. Timeout brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau. Nope, just kidding. We're ready to go.
Yeah,
1:14-27. Timeout brought to you by, or 1:14-27. 1:40 to go, I should say. Timeout brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agent Mike Santegral. I lied. Kenley Norris does stay out there. Looked like she was heading to the bench when those players checked in.
She came over to Coach Carrie Shepard, and Carrie was talking specifically to her. I don't know what about, but she got a big smile out of her, and then she turned around and said, "Get back out there on the floor."
1:14-27 with 1:40 to go. Mac leads. Mila Sykes to the near side. Felicia Harris hands it off to Rendon into the corner for Adkins. Picked up her dribble, back into the corner. Rendon, three from there, wouldn't go. Dolman has the rebound. Hands it off to Karma Jones. Kenley Norris going to set up on the near side. Norris is wide open if they can get it to her. They couldn't. Jones at the near wing. Up top for Jayla Clayton. Looking for Norris. They get it to her at the far wing. Back to Clayton. 1:10 left on the near side. Jones.
Kind of expected Clayton to go over there and screen.
Norris gets it top of the arc. Steps around the defender. Now to Dolman. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jones. Near wing 3. That's off the mark. Dolman offensive rebound put back underneath. Thought she was fouled. She didn't get the call. The shot misses, and the rebound for Bella Adkins. 45 seconds left. Corner 3 for Rendon. That wouldn't go. Norris catches the rebound. Karma Jones across the timeline. Bounce pass near side Dolman. Ooh, Norris doesn't take the 3. That would have tied it. She was wide open. Get it to Norris in the corner. She'll take it now. Oh, it wouldn't go. Offensive rebound. Put back blocked. And Moore is fouled. Oh, man. The bench, they're smiling down there on the bench, Glenn. They want Norris to hit that one. She looks over at the coach, at Carrie Shepard, and says, what do you want me to do, Coach? She puts her palms up.
You can tell she's tired running up and down the floor right now. And that time she had a wide open 3, and she was just looking around and passed it off to the side.
Moore with 7. She hits the first free throw, 27.8 left. We'll have to see if we can get Kinley Norris after the game. Second for Moore. She's got 8. 116-27. That'll likely be close to the final score. I don't imagine Mac would take any more shots if they get possession. St. Louis across the timeline.
She just walked.
No whistle.
Milas
16 seconds left.
Took a step after picking up the ball with both feet. 11 seconds left. Do you think they'll try to get her a shot?
Adkins misses the jumper. I don't think they will. Karma Jones across the timeline, and that'll do it. 116-27 will be the final score. Jones wanted to get it to Norris. Norris wanted it as well. The assistant coach said no. 116-27 the final. And between game show coming up after this, we'll hear from Carrie Shepard and see if we can get Kinley Norris after this one as well. You're listening to KFMO and KFMO Sports Plus.